I am here with artist extraordinaire Tim Bradstreet. Tim, how has Long Beach been treating you so far?
Very well, like a well-kept secret.
Now, was Raw Studios here last year?
Yes, we are. We're kind of like, this is our backyard, and this convention is very kind to us. So they hook us up. They give us a good deal, and we can come here and basically, present ourselves, have a presence, I should say.
Now, Dark Country was it debuted here, or it was just shown last night, right? How was the reception on that?
It was fantastic. We screened it here last year. Dark Country is Tom's movie that he directed and written by a friend of ours, Tab Murphy, who also wrote, Tarzan and Atlantis. He does some Disney stuff, but when you're, he's a monster kid, so he had to write a horror movie too, and Disney doesn't do a lot of those, so you got to find some independent financing for him. The reception was great. The film itself was kind of booted out onto home video, and we shot the entire thing. The film, it was the first digital 3D film ever shot. I mean, Avatar was going on, but we were beta testing equipment no one had ever used before. It was an incredible experience. So seeing Dark Country in the way it was supposed to be, intended to be seen in 3D, is a very rare event. So this is one of the few places you can see it that way.
And did you did the poster art as well, and any of the promotional material?
Yeah. I worked on all the marketing for it, and I production designed the film and worked on the film as well, and we're very proud of it. Unfortunately, Sony, we offered all the graphics that we did to Sony, made it available for nothing, and they decided to do their own. I love how marketing works, just lowest common denominator. Let's slap something on it that people will think it makes it look like, I don't know, a TV movie of the week. And anyway, I could go on.
Now, your covers for comic books are just completely gorgeous, so detailed. How long does it usually take you nowadays to do a cover? Because I'm sure when you first started out, it would take even longer. But now that you have your way of doing stuff down, what is there a certain average?
It really varies, from project to project and how much art direction you get. But generally, in the old days when, as a photoreal artist that bases my work in photography, back before the digital age, I was in a dark room, and of course that's a very labor-intensive process. It's still labor-intensive, but not nearly so with, the tools at one's disposal. So I'd say, from concept to finish, it takes anywhere from 2 to 4 days, but I'd say generally, if you have to have something out, you can still do something pretty mind-blowing inside of 3 days, around 3 days.
Yeah, and it shows. Like, I just look at this. Whenever I think Punisher, I always automatically think Tim Bradstreet covers, because I think that's just hand in hand. Yes, you can say, okay, the only person allowed to write Punisher is Ennis or Aaron, but when it comes to covers, it has to be yours, or else it's not really a Punisher book.
That's very sweet. I think part of that is the fact that I was allowed to work on it for so long too. I've done over 100 covers for it, and when you do that much of a body of work on something, people can't help but identify it with you to a certain extent. Same thing is true of I had quite a long run on Hellblazer, which was great. And the Punisher, just happened to kind of hit that. Let's maybe think about doing a film around the same time I was doing my work on it, so that helps with that too, that perception that that I have left my mark on it in any great degree. I just have fun with it. It's like the kind of book I always wanted to do, I always dreamt of doing, so I hopefully that passion comes across in the work that I do.
Do you have a favorite cover of any of the Punisher run or Hellblazer run, that one that you really took such great pride in making?
Well, there's a few definite Hall of Famers for me. Just personally, as pieces I feel like I kind of was able to take where I hoped they could go, and there's quite a few ones I didn't knock out of the park either. But definitely, one of my favorites is Punisher Max 60, my last issue. It's a little salute to the fans, and technically, and just it's kind of got it all for me.
Now, what upcoming projects do you or Raw Studios have like on the horizon?
Oh, well, here at Raw we're working on Bad Planet Volume 2. Bad Planet was our kind of first book. that we did with Steve Niles and Jim Daly and myself drew it, and we're working on Volume 2 right now, and Bruce Jones is writing it with Tom, and we've got a fantastic artist named Greg Staples, and I'm just working in a kind of an art director capacity, and it's an absolute blast. And then the other thing we're really kind of hot on right now is Bruce Jones. We're bringing back Bruce Jones's Alien Worlds and Twisted Tales, and so we've got Richard Corbin and William Stout and Sam Keith, and all these wonderful, I mean, artists that we grew up worshiping, and who are still at the top of their game. And then I don't know that working in the comics medium can get any more exciting than working with guys like that.
Now, if fans want more of your work and want more updates on Raw, where can they find you on the web?
Well, you can easily find us at rawstudios.com, and then I have a Tim Bradstreet at typepad.com, or Tim Bradstreet /typepad. I mean, it's an easy Google search, and you can find us. We're not hiding, so it's not too hard to track us down.
Well, I am so excited for these upcoming projects. Thanks for taking some time out of your busy schedule to sit down and talk with us. And I hope you have lots of great success in the future with all your future projects.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Tim Bradstreet, everybody.